Welcome. Today we're doing a deep dive into what makes a story, you know, really stick with you.
Hmm.
We're focusing on Stieg Larsson's The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo.
Right. A massive global hit.
Exactly. And our plan is to quickly unpack a pretty insightful review of it, trying to get straight to the core of why it made such an impact.
Well, it's definitely positioned as this gripping mystery thriller. But the review points out it's more than that. It weaves together crime investigation, dark family secrets.
And these incredibly strong characters.
Yeah, very resilient, sometimes disruptive characters.
Yeah.
And the whole thing has this intense, often quite dark atmosphere.
Okay, let's dig into that. The review highlights the main setup. Journalist Michael Blomqvist, who's kind of disgraced, and this amazing hacker, Lisbeth Salander, they end up working together on a cold case.
A really cold one. Decades old.
Yeah, a disappearance within this super wealthy, powerful Swedish family, the Vangers. And the idea of digging into secrets kept hidden for that long, behind all that money and power.
That's the hook, isn't it? It feels like you're peeling back layers.
Yeah.
Not just solving a puzzle, but uncovering something rotten that's been festering.
Right. Generational rot, shielded by privilege.
And what's really interesting, and the review gets into this, is how Larsson's own background comes through. He wasn't just writing a mystery.
He was an investigative journalist himself.
Yeah, exactly. And you feel that. It's not just mentioned. It's like you experience the painstaking detail of investigation alongside the sheer messiness of psychological trauma.
So it's not just who did it.
No, not at all. It's almost like a forensic look at abuse, at secrets, at how society can look away from darkness within supposedly respectable places. That mix makes it thrilling, sure, but also genuinely thought-provoking, sometimes uncomfortably so.
And speaking of characters who make you think, Lisbeth Salander. The review calls her a unique and unforgettable heroine.
Definitely unforgettable.
Which makes you ask, right? What is it beyond the surface stuff, the skills, the look? What makes a character like her so powerful, they almost redefine what a hero can be?
That's such a key question.
Yeah.
Because her impact isn't just about her being a brilliant hacker or fiercely independent. It's tied directly into the plot's twists.
How so?
Well, the review suggests she is the psychological depth of the story. Her past, her trauma, her very extreme reactions, they aren't just backstory, they actually drive the plot forward.
Ah, so her internal state fuels the external action.
Precisely. Especially those moments, those revelations that really hit you. Larsson creates this character whose inner world is just as complex, just as dark as the mystery she's tangled up in. It lifts the whole thing way beyond a standard thriller.
She's almost like a force reacting against the problems the book exposes.
Yeah, like a force of nature, almost an avenging presence against those societal wrongs. And that connection, that depth, is why she sticks with you. She's unforgettable.
Okay, so wrapping this up for you, the listener. What this review really highlights is that The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo isn't just a page-turner. It's a masterclass, really, in blending that intense, keep-you-guessing suspense with real intellectual substance. It does it through that mix of investigative detail and deep, sometimes raw, psychology.
And anchored by these characters, especially Lisbeth, who just break the mold.
Exactly. Unforgettable characters who challenge how we even think about protagonists.
Which leads us to something deeper for you to maybe chew on.
Yeah.
How do stories like this one use that blend the sort of factual, procedural stuff mixed with deep psychological insight to create something that's not just gripping, but feels like a real commentary? Think about it. What fictional characters or worlds have really stayed with you, maybe made you a bit uncomfortable, precisely because they weren't afraid to explore those darker corners of, well, us? What makes that kind of story resonate on a deeper level for you?